Loneliness hurts, not because we are alone, but because of what we tell ourselves about being alone. There's a quiet but powerful difference between being alone and feeling lonely. The first, solitude, is a physical state. The second, loneliness, is a judgment of the mind. The Stoics understood this difference deeply. They saw solitude not as emptiness, but as fullness, the chance to return to oneself. As Epictetus wrote, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them." Loneliness, then, is not the absence of people, but the presence of a mistaken perception. So let's ask, what if being alone isn't a punishment, but a kind of power? The error of judgment. We feel lonely when we believe something essential is missing, when we depend on others to confirm our worth. Loneliness for the Stoics was never caused by isolation, but by dependency, by the belief that happiness must come from something outside us. When our joy, peace, or meaning is tied to other people's presence or approval, we make ourselves hostages to the unpredictable. Stoicism invites us to reverse that dependence, to find stability not in what changes, but in what remains within our control, our judgments, our choices, our reason. The moment we stop demanding that the world fill our emptiness, we discover it was never truly empty to begin with. The Stoic why. Inner completeness. The Stoic never truly feels lonely because he recognizes three forms of connection that cannot be broken: with himself, with his reason, and with the universe. 1. The Inner Citadel. Independence from the external. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The mind without passions is a fortress. No place is more secure. Once we take refuge, there we are safe forever." This inner citadel is not a wall built against the world, but a space within it, a place of self-command. When you can retreat to your own reason, you no longer fear solitude. You rest within a mind that cannot be invaded. The modern mind often flees silence because it exposes its own restlessness. The Stoic seeks silence precisely because it reveals where strength begins. 2. The companionship of one's own mind. Seneca wrote, "I have learned to be a friend to myself. Such a one can never be said to be alone, for know that he who is a friend to himself is a friend to all mankind." To the Stoics, friendship began inwardly. You cannot be a good companion to others until you have learned to be one to yourself. When you make peace with your own thoughts, solitude becomes dialogue, not exile. This is why Seneca, writing from exile, could still say he was never lonely. He had himself, and that was enough. 3. Connection with the whole. The cosmic view for the Stoics, isolation is an illusion. Each of us is a fragment of the same rational cosmos, the Logos. The universe breathes through us as it does through all living things. Marcus Aurelius saw this clearly. People try to get away from it all, which is idiotic. You can get away from it anytime you like, by going within. For nowhere does a man retire with more quiet or freedom from trouble than into his own soul. When you see yourself as part of this vast, interconnected order, separation dissolves. You are alone only in body, never in essence. The voice of the sages. The Stoic masters lived their teachings through solitude. Marcus wrote, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you will ever dig." The good you seek is not waiting in another person's affection. It's already inside you, waiting for attention. Epictetus taught that invincibility is born from self-sufficiency. You can be invincible if you enter into no contest in which it is not in your power to conquer. And when he asked, "Who then is invincible?" he answered, "The one who cannot be upset by anything outside their reasoned choice." These were not poetic ideals. They were survival skills for emperors, slaves, and exiles alike. To find peace in solitude is to carry your home within you. And Seneca, once again, gives us the simplest formula. I have learned to be a friend to myself. He turns loneliness into friendship, exile into presence. The how, active solitude. But philosophy without practice is like a seed that never meets soil. How then can we live this Stoic view when loneliness visits us? 1. Reflective journaling, the dialogue with yourself. Marcus Aurelius's meditations were never meant for readers. They were his private journal, his daily conversation with himself. When you feel alone, write, not to complain, but to understand. Ask yourself, is my loneliness caused by my judgment? Do I expect others to give me what I withhold from myself? Am I being a friend to my own mind? The act of writing transforms emotion into clarity. It turns the noise of longing into the calm of awareness. 2. The view from above meditation, cosmic perspective. When loneliness tightens around you, imagine rising above the world. See your life from the height of the stars, your city, your room, your body, small but radiant. Marcus Aurelius noted, "The Pythagoreans bid us every morning lift our eyes to heaven, to meditate upon the heavenly bodies. From that height, every separation fades. You see yourself as a citizen of the cosmos, woven into an order so vast that no moment of solitude can ever mean isolation. In the view from above, loneliness dissolves into belonging. You are not apart from life. You are an expression of it." The Stoic paradox, alone but not lonely. To the Stoic, solitude is not the absence of company. It is the presence of self. Loneliness fades the moment we stop demanding that others fill our silence. Silence itself becomes the teacher. Epictetus would remind us we suffer not from solitude, but from our belief that it is suffering. Change the belief, and the pain loses its meaning. The Stoics did not fear being alone because they had built an inner fortress, one that no rejection or absence could breach. They had learned to converse with their own reason, to draw from the inner fountain of good, and to see themselves as part of a living cosmic whole. In solitude, they were never empty. They were full of presence, of thought, of connection, deeper than any social bond. The takeaway, loneliness, in the Stoic sense, is never about how many people surround you. It's about whether you've learned to stand whole in your own mind. The Stoics were not isolated. They were anchored. They built an inner citadel independent of circumstance. Solitude became a dialogue with their truest companion, themselves, and a bridge to something infinitely larger, the universe itself. So next time you find yourself alone, don't rush to fill the silence. Step into it. Listen. You might discover that what you called emptiness was simply the quiet voice of your own soul. And now, a question for you. When has being alone been a source of strength, not weakness? Share your reflection in the comments, and remember, solitude, when met with understanding, is not loneliness, it's freedom.